So this video is part of my Make More Interactive Google Slides series, and this is just some tips and tricks that might make your life a little bit easier as you're formatting and playing with and trying to adjust your Google Slides. We've already seen how to make text boxes. We've already seen how to make hyperlinks. We've looked at how to format our background so that our students can't mess with anything that they don't need to mess with, or to minimize opportunities for chaos. So now I'm just going to show you like little hacks, right? One of my favorite ones is being able to select multiple boxes at once. And you do that by using your fingers on your mouse pad. You click and hold down, and then with your other finger you drag across the screen, and that selects all of the options or all the objects on your screen at one time and moves them all at one time. This is really, really handy. For example, when I was making my staircase, in making sure the boxes that I copied and pasted to make sure that they were the same size, that as I adjust them, that they stay the same size. So if I needed to move them somewhere, I can select all of them at once and move them across the screen. If I needed them to be smaller, I'd select all of them at once and drag one corner, and it would make them proportionately smaller, and it wouldn't mess up how I'd stack them, corner to corner. When I am going through and I'm removing all the stuff on my background, let's see, is this one still? Right, because those backgrounds layer, I can select all of them at once by dragging and dropping. Not dragging and dropping, just dragging and holding, I guess. And delete all of them at once. Really easy, really simple, saves time and frustration. The other thing, there is a video about this that Jamie had made like a PowerPoint for that I did on Bitmojis. If you don't have your Bitmoji set up and you want your Bitmoji, it's not required, but if you want to have like a personal animated character of yourself, go back to that series. She sent it out as like a PD over the summer. You can, after you download the Bitmoji Chrome extension, you just click your little green guy up here, and then you can search for what you want, like say yay, and you can drag and insert your Bitmoji into your screen, right? When I was doing the steps, like my little guy is running up the steps, all I did was I inserted a Bitmoji, but I cropped her. Oops. So I'm going to show you how to crop your images. Basically, you double click on your, what the heck? You double click on your PNG that you've inserted, or the image that you've inserted, and then when the black box appears, that allows you to crop. So I took a full-size Bitmoji person. When it's blue, I can change how tall she is. When it's black, I can crop her. So I took a full-size Bitmoji person, I double-clicked on her to get the black, and I went all the way down to just her knees so it looked like her giant feet were walking upstairs. Pretty easy, but it's something that you probably wouldn't think about unless you knew about it, okay? You can also, Jamie showed us how to do buttons in the Button Factory, Button Factory website. So you create a button, and then I like to cut and paste using my shortcuts on my keyboard. So you cut and paste the button in, and then you can create a hyperlink with that. Lots of things that make it really easy. Oh, last thing. So like when you have something like this with the paragraph where you've inserted a bullet and everything automatically aligns to one side, if you want to add like a subscript but you don't necessarily want a new bullet, or sometimes when you press enter it skips a line and creates space, if you want to avoid that, you press shift before pressing enter or return, and it just starts the line without it. Whereas if I just press return, I either get a bullet or it skips a line. So just some things to make your life a little